Welcome back. We're going to continue our discussion on mothers and women's health. And joining me now is Dr. Jennifer Lococo, a naturopathic doctor and principal of Lococo Wellness Clinic. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today, Dr. Lococo.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent. In your professional experience, what are the top health struggles for women?
Well, I think that outside of a chronicity of disease, right, because we treat up into stage 4 palliative care cancer in an adjunctive manner. So outside of a chronicity of disease, we're looking at hormonal imbalances, stress, anxiety, and mental health, managing time, etc.
And what role would all of those factors play into someone's overall picture of health? Like, for example, you mentioned hormonal imbalances. Why are hormones so important? And why specifically for women?
Hormones are so important because they actually affect your anxiety, they affect your mood, they're going to affect your sleep. So if you are feeling more anxious than normal, if you're not able to get the sleep that you require for your body to actually recover, then that's going to impact your day-to-day functionality, and that's going to interfere with your work. It's going to interfere with your personal life, and that at the end of the day is going to have the hugest impact in the individual's life, because if they're not able to be the person that they truly want to be, they're going to end up experiencing potentially depression or anxiety or stress.
So why then? Because, as well myself, I know the importance of hormones, and some of our viewers may as well. But, we ask, well, why are they out of sync? Is it not natural that hormones would just balance themselves? Or what is factoring into this dysfunction of hormones?
And that's a great question. And that would make sense if we were living in a world that was conducive to our health. Unfortunately, we are being bombarded by toxins and chemicals and genetically modified food and pesticides and herbicides. So because of the fact that our environment has become increasingly more toxic, these toxins actually impact our hormones. So they disrupt the hormone pathways, as well as they will actually mimic certain hormones. So for example, if you are being exposed to certain chemicals or toxins in your environment, one of the ones that I speak about a lot is in laundry products, so laundry detergents and fragrance, etc. It will actually mimic an estrogen. So there's something called a xenoestrogen, xeno meaning from outside the body, endo meaning from inside. So if you're being exposed to xenoestrogens, now you're getting synthetic estrogens being impacted into your system. That is going to alter the balance between your progesterone and your estrogen, and then put you at risk for disease as well.
So, and I've heard of this term estrogen dominance. Why is that? What is it, and why is that such a concern?
So estrogen dominance is a concern in the fact that, number one, we want our hormones to be balanced, because if you are deficient in progesterone, then it can impact many areas of your life. But number two, when we talk about estrogen being problematic in terms of a health issue, we're actually speaking about the estrogen metabolites. So there's something called the estrogen toxic waste product. And when estrogens have to get broken down in the body, if you're not able to clear those toxic waste products properly, that's going to end up altering or changing the DNA in your body and causing something called oxidative damage, which puts you at risk for disease processes.
My goodness. And you mentioned, and this really piqued my interest, that some things, and you specifically mentioned, say, laundry detergent, that has xenoestrogens or xenohormones in them. What other concerns within a household? Because, we spend a lot of hours in our home, we sleep in our home. Some people are stay-at-home moms, some work outside the home, some now work from home with their businesses. What other concerns do you have within the household that we as mothers might be able to control what comes in and out?
I mean, what we've seen over the past few years with people going crazy with certain cleaning products, for example, those cleaning products, like if we look at Lysol, for example, it is extremely toxic. It is going to be increasing oxidative damage in the body, and therefore it's going to put more stress on your liver, and everything has to get detoxified via the liver. So when you look at what's happening within your home, just from a cleaning aspect, whether it's your laundry products, whether it's your cleaning products, you want to be saying, I want to be moving towards a house that is chemical free. So you want to be looking into your natural alternatives. You want to be going to your local health food stores and purchasing products that have the least amount of chemical ingredients. And there are so many products on the market nowadays which are 100% natural. It's easy as using vinegar and some essential oil to do a lot of cleaning. So therefore, when you're inhaling that product, or even if your children are touching the floor and then touching their mouths, or they're breathing in that environment, that they're not inhaling chemicals. So you're not putting them at risk for future disease as well.
Just in the 20 seconds before commercial, where do you get this information from? With some of the cleaning products, you said they're absolutely damaging. Where's that science coming from?
So, I mean, you can go onto PubMed and you can actually research the certain ingredients that are in these products so that you can read more about that and understand where that data comes from.